Alright, what's happening guys? Bro80s here. Today we finally got the long-awaited Nightreign DLC trailer. But what does it include? What's coming with the DLC? Is there a new map? I'm going to be discussing all of this today, breaking down what I noticed in the trailer and talking about what the new Nightfares might do. Let's get straight into it. The Forsaken Shadows DLC will feature 2 new playable characters and 2 new formidable bosses to challenge. Alongside this, we'll be getting a new Shifting Earth, new POIs, enemies from the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and even more. Let's discuss the Nightfares first though. The first one we'll be getting is called Scholar. He is an academic who walks the lands between, boasting impressive arcane levels. He gains incredible advantages through battle observation. The other playable character will be Undertaker, an abbess who was mandated to slay the Night Lord. Boasting impressive strength and faith, she sends enemies into the afterlife with ruthless efficiency. Sheesh, man. From the looks of the trailer here, Scholar will be using a thrusting sword or maybe even a light great sword, and Undertaker will be wielding a big ass mace or a hammer. I'm personally very excited for these 2 characters to drop. Everybody's been asking for a paladin type character, and what do you know, here we go. We're gonna get one. The one that interests me the most though is Scholar, as I've personally always wanted a duelist type character for a while, and he might be it. We'll see. But what will they do? Truth be told, I don't know. There's only so much we can go off of in the trailer, and I could sit here and speculate, but like, I'm just a dude. What would I know, hey? All I can say is that Undertaker will get some sort of tentacle ability and the Scholar will read a book. If you ask me, when he reads the book it looks like he places a debuff on all nearby enemies, so maybe the book contains the weakness of every motherfucker in the lands between and he can be smart as fuck and do damage. I don't know. It's literally all speculation once again, so we'll just have to wait and see, hey? Not much can be said about the 2 Night Lords, which is good. I personally don't want them spoiled too much for me. I want to go in blind as fuck. One of them looks like a gank fight, which could either be really fun or really tedious. The other one looks like something. I can't really make it out, but it certainly looks like quite the abomination. I'm also wondering if that's Scarlet Rot we're seeing too, because it definitely looks like it. Now, the new Shifting Earth. Let's have a look. A great cavity in the depths of Limveld. The hollow is strewn with exotic ruins and temples, sacred towers denoting the remains of an ancient people, and crystals that exude a cursed, life-draining miasma. This is very interesting, and I'm excited to see an underground Shifting Earth. That being said, I can imagine that when the storm closes in, it could be difficult to make your way out, but we'll have to see. It looks stunning and very expansive. Now what the blog post says here about crystals that exude a cursed, life-draining miasma really intrigues me. This could tie into the power of the Shifting Earth that you might need to obtain. Hell, it could even give you immunity to it. I don't know, man. There's lots of shit going on here. This is all very exciting stuff. Okay, so we've discussed the obvious, and now I'm going to point out a few things I noticed when watching the trailer. Right off the bat, these are some new POIs. This will keep the map fresh and exciting. When I first saw this opening shot, I thought it was an entirely new map, but I feel like I'm wrong. This just looks like a new POI near the lake in Limveld. Now we obviously saw new enemies from the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, such as the Mesmer Knights and the Divine Beast Dancing Lion. Oh god, I'm so keen to fight him. Anyway, making an appearance as a night boss will be Artorias. Holy fuck, man, I'm so excited they're bringing back more Dark Souls bosses, and you know what? He won't be the only one. Surely they'll be adding in more iconic legacy bosses, and I'm all for it. Next up, we can see Gladius making an appearance in the lands between, which is very interesting. He's only in single dog form, which makes me curious if he invades your expeditions. Maybe we'll get some new random events? I don't know, that'd be pretty spicy, hey? Okay, now look, I've picked out what I've seen in the trailer. What would I like to see out of this new DLC? Me personally, I would like to see some new character skins, the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons, and a fresh new rotation of night bosses. As someone who absolutely loves and adores this game, I want what's best for it, right? The one thing that's been putting me off the game lately has been the stale rotation of night bosses, and sometimes the field bosses. FromSoft takes on feedback very well, I feel like, and they listen to their fan base, so I think they won't be strangers to spicing up the game a little bit by adding in new bosses to fight. I mean, as discussed previously, we've already seen Artorias make an appearance in the trailer, so that is already a step in the right direction. Character skins is an obvious one. I want more birds. No, seriously though, this game has drip, but what if we had more drip? That'd be freaking sweet. As for the Shadow of the Erdtree weaponry, man, it'll give the Nightfarers who missed out on legendary weapons some legendary weapons, and it'll give the game a lot more variety in general. I had someone mention the game is stale due to the loot pool, and I can see that, but we still have shitloads of weapons in the game already as it is. Adding in even more will further lean into the randomness of the game's roguelike traits. Alright, so I've been here furiously splurging out my thoughts, just trying to get this video out on time if I'm being honest. But anyway, I just can't sit here and go, I speculate this, because we all possess the ability to do so. So in closing, I'd like to ask what you guys think the new Nightfares will do, and what would you like to see out of this DLC? Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Bro80 signing off.